Hi, today we're going to be starting on part two, Stories of Eden and the Fall. And in the Bible, it picks up at Genesis chapter 2, verse number 8 through chapter 5, verse 27. There's Adam and Eve. Man's garden home. Somewhere amid all the wonder and the beauty of the world which he had created, which means God, the Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. Have you ever planted a garden? Exciting, isn't it? Especially in the springtime when you sow seeds and wait for the little green shoots to come up. And how thrilling it is when the flowers begin to bloom and the corn ripens and the cabbages and heads of lettuce get fat and hard and ready to eat. But when God planted the Garden of Eden, it was different. He did not need to plant seeds. As creator, he could make full-grown trees and bushes appear immediately, all in the right place, just where he wanted them. He could say, I want a cluster of all tall cedars here and a grove of silver birches there, and they appeared at his word. He could call for a hill to be covered with pines, another with redwoods, and another with oaks, and it was so. He could call for a valley to be carpeted with yellow buttercups, another with scarlet anemones, and another with sweet-smelling hyacinths, and it was so. I'm just going to swap back here real quick. Adam and Eve loved each other and everything God had given them. They were happy tending this beautiful garden so full of delightful vines, fruit trees, and fragrant flowers. How glorious, then, must have been the garden home that he planned especially for his beloved Adam and Eve. We can only imagine its splendor as we think of some of nature's wonderlands that we know and love today. Notice that God did not build them a palace, though he had made them king and queen of the world. He did not erect some fine stone house for them with marble floors and electric light, though he had given them silver and gold in abundance. Instead, he made them a home amid the trees and flowers. For walls, this home had palms and firs and maples, and its floor with the soft, sweet-smelling earth gorgeously carpeted with bluebells, marigolds, and primroses. For roof it had the spreading branches of trees, and beyond, the glorious dome of heaven, where the sun gave light by day and the moon and the stars by night. There was no need for shelter, for in that far-off day when the world was born, there was neither rain nor storm. Instead, there were a mist from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. In man's first home, there was no bedroom as we think of bedrooms, only cozy, moss-covered nooks among the bushes, or flower-strewn couches beside tinkling streams. Its parlor was a hillside overlooking some entrance bay or sandy lakeside cove. Its music room was among the trees, where the birds trilled their lovely songs. Its kitchen and larder were full of fruit-laden vines and bushes ever loaded with good things to eat. Surely no home ever built by man has been so beautiful, so peaceful, so altogether perfect as this glorious home which the Lord God planted in Eden in long ago. How happy Adam and Eve must have been as, hand in hand, they hastened from one lovely scene to another. I can almost hear Eve crying out, "Oh, Adam, look at this pretty flower, and this, and smell their fragrance. What a wonderful place to live." Walking eagerly along, they come suddenly upon two remarkable trees, different from all the others they have seen, and both loaded with brilliantly colored fruit. As they stand admiring this new and wonderful sight, God draws near to tell them that they are now in the very center of their garden home, that one of these trees is the tree of life, and the other the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die. Die, they wonder? What does God mean? And why has he planted a tree in the garden of which we mustn't eat? Still wondering, they go on their happy way together as the sun sinks lower and lower towards the horizon. What a day it has been! With its dawn, the animals came, leaping out of the earth at the call of their Creator. Then he made man in his own image, after his likeness. At last, crowning all, with infinite wisdom, love, and understanding, he fashioned his most beautiful and perfect work, a woman. And now this wonderful day is drawing to a close. Shadows are lengthening, birds are twittering, and the trees and strange sounds from the forest tell that the animals know by instinct that night is near. Gazing westward at the blazing glory of the sunset, Adam and Eve stand awestruck as the sky is filled with wondrous colors and a new beauty glows from every tree and flower. What can be happening, they wonder? Is their beautiful world coming to an end soon? But God whispers to them, "This is but the sunset. Watch for the glory of the dawn." And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. It was very, very good. The earth, the sea, the tree, the flowers, the animals, all as perfect as God could make them. And now this happy pair of human beings, so stately, so beautiful, so sweetly innocent, bowing in reverent worship of their Maker. What more could he even desire? Creation is complete, God's work is done, his purpose of love is fulfilled. No wonder heaven rings with this praise as once more the stars singing together, and all the sons of God shout for joy. Look for the next video, story number 2, A Day to Remember, part 2.